Cubs are working hard right now to try and upgrade this roster. They're doing it with some utility guys with big league experience and also going after some bullpen help. We're going to talk about two areas where this team is trying to improve right here on the Cubs Baseball channel. Like, subscribe, thumbs up. Let's get the show started. What do you say, guys? Welcome to the Cubs Baseball channel. Mick here. Like, subscribe, thumbs up. Let's get the show started. Let's talk about this guy right here, Ryan Pressly, and what this guy brings to the table. 36-year-old setup, man. And obviously, the Astros have had so much success, so why not go there and try to pluck as many of those guys as possible? And maybe you'll be able to find some of that winning that this franchise has had. And it was the Cubs and the Astros years ago that were rebuilding at the same time. But the Astros have maintained their status as one of the best teams in the American League, whereas the Cubs have drifted back and have become kind of middle of the pack in the NL. So you got Kyle Tucker, now Ryan Pressly. Let's talk about him. 6'2", 205, a 36-year-old setup, man. Now, what does he bring to the table? He's a 4-pitch guy. And he's pretty evenly distributed, right? Fastballs 33% of the time, slider 29%, changeup 11% of the time, curveball is 25% of the time. So, like a little bit more fastballs and sliders than curveballs and changeups. But I mean, you're using 4 pitches. That's one of those areas where, okay, you're pretty steady and comfortable with all of those pitches, right? He was a 2007 11th round pick by the Boston Red Sox. We talked about that, out of Texas. And he's been the setup guy for the Astros, but he's also been someone that they can count on to close if they want to. And so he signed for the year. And last season ended up with a 2-3 record and a 3.49 ERA and had 4 saves in 56 innings, right? The year before that, though, he was a closer. 23, had 31 saves, 22, 33 saves, 21, had 26 saves. And this was an area for the Cubs, as they look at this guy with 12 years of major league experience and 112 saves, where the Cubs would take those leads late last year and they would find a way to blow them. Some of those games at the beginning of the season when they were playing their best baseball, they lost. They'd have leads of 6 runs and couldn't hold on to them. So as many of these guys as you can add to the back end of the bullpen, maybe you develop a couple of guys from the minor league pitchers, maybe some of the guys that you got right now as slotted as starters slide back into the bullpen. The bottom line, though, is that for the Cubs to be successful, they're going to have to get outs late in games, and that's what a guy like Ryan Pressly brings to the table. We've got just a few games left this season with 8 teams battling it out to make the conference championships. Get in on the action right now with my partners at DraftKings Sportsbook. They are offering all new customers $200 in bonus bets instantly after betting just $5. Don't let this slip away. Download the DraftKings app now and sign up using our promo code CBC. The crown is yours. Stay in on all the action and use your $200 in bonus bets on DraftKings same-game parlays for a shot at even bigger payouts. Combine multiple bets together from the same game. Love the thrill of live betting? DraftKings has got you covered. Bet live on in-progress games right as they happen, making watching the game that much more exciting. If sports betting is not available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy and have a shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use my promo code CBC and bet $5, just $5 on any wager and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code CBC only at DraftKings Sportsbook. The Cubs have gone out and they've signed some utility players, and I think that, and the latest guy, I should put him up there, is Jon Berti. And you're saying, who's Jon Berti? That's exactly who is Jon Berti. With the Yankees last year, you probably remember him from the Marlins. And it's got a little bit of speed. He's a utility guy that can play all over the diamond, infield and outfield. You can play him at third and second. And, with the Cubs not really sure what they're doing at third base right now, hoping that Matt Shaw steps in and takes that job. But if it doesn't, then you got a guy like Berti that can help you out there. But the other thing is, and Berti's had a few decent seasons, 23. He did hit 294 in the big leagues. Not a lot of power. He had 7 home runs and 33 knocked in. But you know what? He had 114 hits and 388 at bats, and got on base some. And then, and as I mentioned before, he's a pretty economical option. A 5'10", 190-pound right-handed batter, listed as an infielder out of Troy High School in Michigan, right? And went to Bowling Green State in Ohio. But the bottom line is this: is that the Cubs got to get people that they know that they can count on, that can play big league baseball at the beginning of the season. But if these young players can prove that they're capable of stepping in and contributing, then, guys like Berti, it'd be easy to get rid of them and slide a James Triantos in. If you could throw a Owen Casey in, and they're going to have to do that because the future of the Cubs, just listening to Tom Ricketts, it's not going to be the Dodgers, where the Cubs are going out and spending a bunch of money on free agents. They're going to need guys in their system to do that. So you get a guy like Berti, great insurance policy, comes in, plays well. Hey, that's great. If not, you know what? Or somebody else plays him out of his job, then it's not really hurting you that much. This feels like a move too, where the Cubs are kind of, right on the margins. So another one of those deals where when this one came out, it was like, okay, well, I wasn't jumping on here to do a live show like breaking news, but I totally get it, because I feel like this tells us that the Cubs are willing to sign someone like this, so that if they have to make a move, they can slide this guy in or slide him out of the roster. It's really not going to cost them that much. So anyway, well, look, thanks for hanging out on the show today. Like, subscribe, thumbs up. We appreciate you guys. And again, on DraftKings, our promo code is CBC. That's Cubs Baseball Channel. You put $5 down, you get 200 in bonus bets. Got so much really fun stuff going on with the playoffs happening this weekend. Philadelphia and Washington. Can't wait to see what happens there. You also have the Buffalo and Kansas City rematch. So it's going to be maybe the best weekend of football, just because you get those two big matchups. But thanks for hanging out, guys. Go Cubs, and we'll talk to you tomorrow as we keep on rolling here.